welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. Behind me is the Hill of Cerin Amroth. In the last episode, I was enjoying the scenery here in Lothlorien, probably a little bit too much. Got carried away with it. We did a lot of quests though, got a lot of good lore from the Lord of the Rings. We reunited with the Fellowship, so all very exciting things which we are going to continue in this episode. So let's see, what is the closest thing to me? Apparently there should be some chalk and red berries all around here where I am. But let me actually make my way towards that quest ring up there. I believe that's probably going to be Boromir. Seeking some solitude up here. Sure enough, there he is. I am ready to leave this place.
It is most strange to see you here. Has Eriador been made safe already?
Kippen, it is most strange to see you here, as the last time I saw you was the night that Elrond of Rivendell entrusted you with the continued defenses of Eriador. Is that land so safe already? Boromir sighs and squares his shoulder again. I'm sorry, Kippen. My words were born of frustration, not of dislike. Every hour we spend in idleness is an hour during which the shadow draws closer to my city. I have seen little of Aragorn, and even less of Gimli. The dwarf seems to have gotten over his distrust of elves easily enough. Even now he is off with Legolas, atop one of the trees at the crest of the Hill of Cerin Amroth. Speak to him and see for yourself. So kind of like I was talking about in the last episode, he's really having some internal struggles at this point in the story. You can tell he's frustrated, it's quite palpable in that dialogue there. Having a hard time finding any of this stuff I'm supposed to be looking for. It's alright, let me go talk to Gimli. No, you know what? I think I turned that quest in up there, so I might as well try to collect all these ingredients before heading up there. That'll be most time efficient, I believe. I don't know, I'm just not seeing any of this stuff. There's something. Right, a couple more. One down there. Get on my pony for this last one. I feel like it's gonna be a little bit further away. All right. So let me go look for some berries. I do like that a lot of these areas here in Lothlorien are not walled off. Have you even noticed some of the quest hubs? They're usually a city or a little town or a camp or something like that. But a lot of the places here in Lothlorien are just open spaces, which I think is pretty neat. Alright, finally some red berry bushes. final one. Alright, plenty of quests to turn in. Well, let me see something real quick. Yeah, let me go talk to this guy real quick and get the final piece of the tale between the story of Aragorn and Arwen. Might have to climb up through here, actually. Let me do that. I'm guaranteed a way up here. If I go around the other way, I may just show up at a dead end. Don't want to take that chance. Alright.
Welcome to Lothlorien.
Megovana, my good warden. I am Penaseth, though I am sometimes called the Keeper of Stories. Have you a tale to share? Ah, a tale to request. And none less than that of Aragorn and Arwen. Wonderful. I first met Aragorn when he was a very small child under the care of Elrond Helfelden, with whom I was too staying. His mother, Cerin the Fair, brought him thither to live when he was but 2 years of age. His father Arathorn having been recently killed on campaign when an orc arrow pierced his eye. Estel, as Aragorn was then known, was a sweet child, serious and intelligent, with no awareness of his kingly lineage. He would not be given that until his 20th year, and we all doted upon him. Since its occurrence during the Elder Days, we have sung of the great romance of the man Beren, One Hand, and elf princess Luthien, also called Tinuviel, the Nightingale. I tell you this because I know of the first time Elisar set eyes upon the beautiful Undomiel. He was singing of Beren's first view of dancing Luthien, clad in silver and blue, dark-haired and gem-crowned. Just then, Arwen Undomiel, clad and bejeweled in nearly the same manner, walked before him. Believing himself the recipient of a vision, Aragorn called out, just as Beren had, "Tinuviel, Tinuviel, is that not a sweet tale?" No, he hadn't ever met her before, despite the fact that she is Elrond's child. Why? It is simple. She had been living here in Lothlorien, for this is the land of her mother's kin. It's a very interesting story there between Aragorn and Arwen. Now, interesting fact, if you watch the extended version of the Fellowship of the Ring, shortly after Aragorn takes the 4 hobbits and departs Bree, there's a scene in which the hobbits are asleep and Aragorn is awake at night keeping watch by a campfire, and he is actually singing about Beren and Luthien, similar to the story here that our elf friend has provided, in which he was singing about that same story and then Arwen crossed his path. Alright, let's go turn in a ton of quests. I love that. I love when I get all these check marks and I just have a ton of quests to turn in. It's very satisfying.
What brings you to Lothlorien?
Brittle bark, drooping boughs, these are not the signs of any particular ailment with which I am familiar. I think we shall need to seek advice about this.
The Lord and Lady have need of your services.
So let's see what happened here. Deed bestowed. Okay, so I finished Ally of Lothlorien. So, okay, sweet. If you are willing to be of further aid, Kippen, I would ask that you seek out the Counsel of Orthir, a scholar of the trees who has made the woods of Lothlorien, and especially the majestic trees in and around Cerin Amroth, his particular study. Describe to him the symptoms you have found on Melfberthil saplings and follow his advice. You will find him not far west of here near the path.
Welcome to Lothlorien.
You have returned. Please let me see what you have gathered. Wonderful, Kippen, wonderful. These supplies are of excellent quality. Perhaps you too have a little of the artist about you. It would be most welcome were you to return and help me gather these ingredients while you are here. Perhaps I can stockpile enough to remove the need of another such trip for a good long time. Too far away? Come on.
Sri Light, Rondir. Welcome to Lorien. May I have a word with you?
So this is repeatable. Yeah, so I've already done it. Star colors completed. Star colors completed. So I'm not gonna do it again. Again, in general, as a general rule of thumb, I only do repeatable quests once. Actually, you know what? Since the text is different
Welcome
and he's
to
saying,
the Golden Wood.
if you'd
May
help
we
me
speak?
again, I'll do it one more time. You are willing to help me again? Blessings upon you. Artists throughout the Golden Wood produce near insatiable demand for the basic colors. Do you recall where to find the raw ingredients required? Chalk can be pried out of the soft white stone along the rock face to the north. You should be able to seek berry bushes in the woods to the west, from which you can gather red berries. Alright, we'll do it one more time. Fine. Fine, that way there's no argument.
Welcome to Lothlorien.
You have learned the tale? It is sad but beautiful, is it not? I hear that Arwen now resides with her father again in Imladris, awaiting the day when Aragorn claims his rightful inheritance.
Welcome to Lorien. May I have a word with you?
Now that you know the sweet history of Elisar and his lady love, Undomiel, perhaps you understand the solemnity of their journeying and parting. The happiest time they had together was the season they spent in Lorien, especially here upon Cerin Amroth. It is the habit of many of us who have known either of them to spend time upon the hill in the sunshine, reflecting upon the sacrifices they have made for each other. It is a good way to put one's problems into perspective, among other things. Would you like to do so as well? It must be during the day, as Aragorn said when they spoke of their romance, as neither shadow, which he always repudiates, nor twilight is for him, being mortal. Go to the southern side of the hill and meditate upon these matters for a time.
Welcome to the Golden Wood.
Welcome back. These will do, Kippen. These will do very nicely. My heartiest thanks. In fact, turn your face a little towards the light there. Hold still. Perhaps you should have found my inspiration after all. I have found my inspiration.
Greetings. If you have a moment, I have need of your assistance.
So he's gonna keep doing some of this repeatable stuff to me too, man. Hello again, Kippen. Are you here to gather more raw materials for me? Thanks in part to you, these formless hunks of stone and wood will take on lovingly carved forms to grace the homes of Galadrim for ages to come. Do you remember where to find everything? Curve around to the east of the low cliff of white, chalk-bearing rock. From there, you can go due northeast up the slope to find the birch wood in and around the grove. To find the stone outcroppings, head due east into Gelrador, then head southeast when you reach the first clearing. I'll do it one more time. The flat is quite high up, isn't it?
By Durin's beard, I did not expect to see you again so soon.
By Durin's beard, I did not expect to see you again so soon, Kippen. I'm glad to be surprised. Legolas has been showing me the woods of Lothlorien and the majesty of these trees. So like to stone-carved pillars beneath the mountains, fills this dwarf with amazement. But even in the land of marvels, its lady is the greatest one of all. Still, I am ready to return now to the ground. If you ask me, the trees are best admired from below, rather than up among their branches.
We are just about to search for more patrolling orcs. Why not come with us?
Legolas and I were just about to take another walk among the trees of Lothlorien in search of patrolling orcs, Kippen. Why don't you come with us? What do you think, Legolas? Is there room in our party for a third? Surely Kippen will enjoy seeing the beauty of the wood, and the possibility of hewing an orc or three will only sweeten the appeal of such a tour.
I would be delighted if you were to join us.
I would be delighted if you were to join us, Kippen. The beauty of Lothlorien is best when shared, though we must all remain alert, even when walking among the trees of Lorien, for the orcs of Moria have come down into Nanhurion and are able to sneak past the borders on occasion. Let me know when you are ready to go.
Are you ready to go?
Are you ready to go, Kippen? It will be my pleasure to walk the woods with both you and Gimli. We will search too for orcs that may have slipped past our bounds.
Though the memory be now dim, of old, elves and dwarves were close in friendship. Legolas of Mirkwood and Gimli the dwarf, through shared hardship, have rekindled the old bonds. Even now they look for orcs to slay beneath the eaves of Lothlorien.
How can I be of service?
Are you ready, Kippen? It is possible that no further orcs have crept beyond the borders, but if any have, we must be prepared to do battle. Come then, I will show you the way. This way, my friends. I have been told of the beauty of Lothlorien since childhood, but the songs could not do the woods justice. I too have heard tales, but they were not of the same sort, Legolas. Hold, friends. Well, I don't see anything, and the eyes of dwarves are renowned for their sharpness. What are you shooting at, Legolas? Save some for the rest of us, Legolas. You and Kippen will have your chance, Gimli. This orc was just a scout. Good, here they come. Man, that's a good chunk of them. My count shall be the highest. Be gone, orc. You are not the only one killing orcs today, Gimli. My tally grows. Ah! Do not lose count of my victories, Legolas. Let us press on. There are many remnants of this troop still within the woods. So it's very well known that the two friends here are very competitive with each other when it comes to killing orcs. It saddens me to see even these few orcs within the Golden Wood. My axe delights at it, but this dwarf is saddened for your sake and for the sake of the lady. What say you, Gimli? Do your dwarf eyes detect more orcs nearby? Aye, there be orcs close, but it is my nose that tells me so. Here come more foul-smelling foes. No orc shall leave this place alive. Fight on, friends. My count shall be the highest. Another falls to my axe. Add another to my tally, Legolas. Elbereth Gilthoniel. Good chunk of orcs, man. The orcs are dead, but their smell remains. That is often the way of unwelcome visitors, Master Dwarf. Your words did not suit you, friend Galadrim. If you had gone long without learning the meaning of courtesy, my axe could be as willing teacher. Too many dwarves have come to Lothlorien in recent days. Another has come to the border, Kippen, and is asking for you. Out of respect for you, Kippen, and as a courtesy for the good you have done us, I have been told to find you and send you to the eaves of the wood. A stranger has arrived on the border in these unusual times. Such a visitor to Lothlorien has been seen only once. This stranger is a dwarf, and he is asking for you, Kippen. I really wonder who it may be. I can't remember from doing this quest back in the day. What dwarf would willingly come to this place where hospitality to guests is unknown? Do not take it to heart, Gimli. Neither of our kindreds have been friendly for some time. He is welcome to come to Khazad-dûm if it pleases him. I will tie his blindfold myself. It is Bozy, Gimli, Loin's son. That's not Bozy, is it? You are a long way from the Iron Hills, Bozy. Things are not going well for the Iron Garrison in Khazad-dûm, Kippen. Mazog still rules much of the deeps and many of the levels from his stronghold of Zabad-Gothal, and many good dwarves have fallen to his forces. Some, like my own son Bori, are still captives or worse. I cannot bear to think what torments they may have suffered behind the walls of Zabad-Gothal. Still, the dwarves of the Iron Garrison struggle to reclaim the hidden caverns, but for every beauty that is unearthed, two evils seem to spring forth from the depths. I have come to enlist the help of the ruler of these elf woods. If Celeborn of Lothlorien wishes to reap the benefits of friendship with the dwarves, he must reciprocate in kind. You are trusted by the elves, Kippen. Tell this warden, the sentry, of our plight. Perhaps they will listen to you. We will bring this dwarf to speak with Celeborn, Kippen, but you will be held responsible for him. You will be accountable for any and all of his actions while he remains within the Golden Wood. Come with us. Here we are. We are actually in Caras Galadon now. We're about to meet Lord Celeborn. Pretty exciting stuff. If you look at the map, we are at the heart of the city, really. For the sake of the Iron Garrison, I have put up with the indignity of being blindfolded during the passage here, Kippen, but my people could teach the elves of this place something of courtesy were they to visit Khazad-dûm. Let us see now if the ill manners of the elves spring from their lord. Such indignities will not be forgiven if Celeborn will help the Iron Garrison. Lord Celeborn and Lady Galadriel are most gracious. They will listen to your request. But will they do more than listen, I wonder? It is said that the Lady of these woods wields a terrible power and is no friend to dwarves. Said by those who know little or nothing about Lady Galadriel, Bozy. Her power lies in wisdom, and in kindness, even for those who mistrust her. This way, please. Welcome to Lothlorien, Bozy, son of the Iron Garrison. I am at your service, Lord Celeborn and Lady Galadriel of Lorien. If you know of the Iron Garrison, you must know of the troubles that have befallen us. I know of the one who enters Moria should expect to find troubles within it. I should be surprised to learn this was not the case. Would you say the same if it were your home in the need of reclaiming? Was the danger that came to my home of your own making? You hear a woman's voice inside your head. Much resentment must be overcome if elves and dwarves are to have peace. I had thought the elves of Lothlorien would be more courteous to their neighbors, but I see now that I was wrong, and you are content in living in seclusion until all else is destroyed. Perhaps you should tell us what hardships the Iron Garrison faces within Moria, Bozy. Yes, well, I shall. Kippen has been a great help to us in the mines. Hard to do two conversations at once, man. We have won several battles against the orcs, but always they return, and in greater numbers. Our miners work to unearth new passages, but nameless creatures lurk within the most promising. And now my son Bori has been captured by Mazog, and snared by the sorcery of Gorthul. Gorthul is known to me. I did not know he had left for Mirkwood. Poor Bori, he was a good lad when I knew him. I will send a number of Galadrim to aid your people in their efforts, Bozy. The times are too dark for the friendship of our people to remain lapsed. Come here, Kippen, and you too, Gimli. My lord's decision affects you both as well. The Lord of Galadrim has much wisdom, and it is his wish that the dwarves not face the darkness of Khazad-dûm unaided. So it will be, and so you shall stand against whatever evil lies now beneath the mountains, Kippen, if this is your wish. It is time for you to leave, young one. There is much to be done.
I would have the mines restored, but my road lies with Frodo.
I wish I could help the Iron Garrison with their efforts in Khazad-dûm, Kippen. The mines have brought me great sadness, but I would have them restored, and the Iron Garrison will need able-bodied dwarves if that is to happen. But I cannot. My road lies with Frodo, and I will see this errand through before I return to the mines. The need of the Iron Garrison is great, but glowing sun does not turn aside from one charge to begin another. Gimli's brow furrows, and then his eyes light with wonderment. I'm struck by the thought, Kippen, that Bosie's tidings may not have been unknown to Lady Galadriel. In my first meeting with her, it seemed to me that she offered a choice between continuing the quest and leaving it to others. And here arrives just such a point of decision. Let's see what we got here. Blade of Unity. Guess that's not going to do much for me. I'll just take this.
I have made my decision.
That is my decision. I will not abandon the quest with which I have been charged. I hope you will give to Bosie the rest of the Iron Garrison the aid that I would have provided if I were there, Kippen. When the errand of the company is finished, I hope to return to a reclaimed Moria, and your efforts will help make that possible. Bosie said he would return to the Chamber of the Crossroads near Durin's Way in Moria. Go now to him and give him both my regret that I cannot now return and my fervent good wishes for his success. Alright. So let me go do a few quests. Let's see what we have. Meditate. Where do I have to meditate? Southern side. Here? I don't know. This is not counting. I'm not entirely sure where I have to stand for this to count. Maybe up here? That's where the quest ring is, right? No. It's kind of odd. I can't really figure it out. Maybe it's a little bit further south. I don't know. There's no quest marker, nothing. Let me just go up this way for now. Do a few more quests.
Welcome to Lothlorien.
Megovanen, you were sent from Melinothor? Very well. What assistance do you need? Ah, the Melbrithil. The first Melbrithil tree was a gift from those who dwell beyond the sea. We prize them so because they listen to the harmonies of Middle-earth itself and breathe them out into their surroundings. When you say they are suffering, this is no small matter. I fear that since the lands have been visited by so very many of the friends and allies of Gandalf the Grey and Elrond Helfelven, the forest and its beasts have been quieter, frightened, perhaps. I think that you might remedy this if you were to sing to the saplings. Any song will do. Perhaps hearing of your homeland will strengthen them. When you have sung to them, seek out Sendiel, another warden of the woods, whom I last saw in a clearing in Gelrador, southwest of the hill of the first Melbrethil. I'm sorry for mispronouncing a lot of these elven names, but it's difficult. Especially when I'm trying to read and not really take my time with it. And final bush here. I'm really confused about where to freaking meditate. I cannot figure it out. I'll try again wherever the quest is pointing me. Not there. Maybe here? There we go. You're at a spot in which Elisar and Undumio plighted their troth. There we go. Meditating quietly for a hot second. Those feet are dirty, gross. Been everywhere from the Shire to Breland to the mines of Moria. I guess I do wash them off in the river every once in a while, I suppose. Let me go get some chalk up here from the stones. Let's start with this one. One more ought to do it. Alright. Let's see. Let me go a little bit to the northeast and do some of the other quests. This episode's running a little long. I kind of want to finish up some of these quests. That way the next episode I can start in Moria, because I want to continue the epic. I don't want to forget about it for too long. Just quickly chop down some birch. Alright, so there's a sapling. Well, I guess I have to sing to it, right? There you go. This sapling seems ill. The sapling's boughs look a bit springier. Let's go sing to 3 more of these. Sapling leaves seem ragged around the edges. The sapling looks a bit less bedraggled. The sapling's bark looks very brittle. The sapling's trunk looks healthier. Should be one more somewhere around here. There it is. That not count? Must have been a repeat one. Sapling appears to be overly delicate. The sapling now seems a little bit more robust. And let me head down and get some stone. Lots of random stones and rocks here. I guess probably emanating from the river, some ages distant past. Need one more. There it is. Alright, perfect. So this episode is running a little bit long. I'm going to go ahead and call it. I think for the next one, I will start in the Mines of Moria, and I will do the epic quest there. Now hopefully we can get back here to Lothlorien pretty quickly, and then we'll turn in all these quests and go from there. So I hope you're enjoying, and I'll see you next time back in the Mines of Moria for hopefully not too long.